Today we're diving into one of the most beautiful and expressive minor chord progressions you can play on the acoustic guitar. We are in the key of D minor. And we're not just going to strum these chords, we are going to explore them across the fretboard, use an elegant finger-picking pattern, and build a melody that sings from the top strings. Here's the beautiful chord progression: D minor, G minor, A major, D minor, D major, G minor, A major, and D minor. It's a classical minor movement, melancholic yet full of tension and release. But rather than playing open chords or basic barré shapes, we're going to voice these chords up the neck, focusing on the top 3 strings. Let's learn the chord shapes across the fretboard. For the D minor, we keep the basic D minor chord. For the G minor, we're gonna use a bar chord on fret 3. And we keep the D on the bass, so G minor over D. For the A major, we're going to play it like this. That's a beautiful chord. It's an A dominant 7 flat 9. And then D minor again in root position. D major in root position. And then G minor over D. This is another beautiful triad. We finish with the A dominant 7th chord and D minor. Again, another bar chord here on fret 10, covering 3 strings. Beautiful chord progression: D minor, G minor over D, A dominant 7 flat 9, D minor, D major, G minor over D, A dominant 7th, and D minor. Now, to bring these chords to life, we'll use a classical finger-picking pattern. It's rooted in classical guitar, super effective on acoustic, and it adds that graceful, flowing texture. Thumb, index, middle, index, ring, index, middle, index. We're plucking 8 times. The thumb will take care of the bass note, while the index, middle, and ring finger will always pluck the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string, so the G, the B, and the E string. Thumb, index, middle, index, ring, index, middle, index. And we play the chord twice. G minor over D, very dramatic. A dominant 7 flat 9, lots of tension, root chord, D minor, D major, secondary dominant chord, G minor over D. Now, lots of tension, A dominant 7, and back to the home chord, D minor. Keep it gentle, not too percussive. Think of it like a harp waving through the harmony. Now we can add a cool melody to this chord progression. So once you are comfortable with the chords and the picking pattern, here's the sweet spot, the melody. We're going to take the top note of each chord on the 1st string, the E string, and shape a melody starting from there. This turns the progression from a harmony exercise into a piece of music. It's subtle but powerful. For the D minor chord, we play the finger picking pattern 1 time, then the bass with the thumb, and this lovely melody in thirds, played on the high E and B string. We're going to keep the same structure for the other chord. chords, G minor over D, in this case we are only playing one string. For the A dominant 7 flat 9, another beautiful melody in thirds on the high E and B string. Now D minor, we play a descending melody in thirds, always the chord first, then the bass and the melody. Now D major, and a melody played on the E string, G minor over D, another beautiful melody in thirds after the G minor chord, A dominant 7, and after this chord we play a melody on one string and D minor. Let's put the whole thing together. Now let's elevate this progression into something a bit more cinematic, a jazzier, more pop ballad in feel. We move to this sequence: G minor, C, F, B flat major, E minor 7 flat 5, A major, and D minor, C over E, and F major. Now I want you to learn the chord shapes. These are open triads or spread triads. And I'm playing G minor like this, root note 5th and minor 3rd. And we're always going to use the same set of strings, the 5th, 4th and 2nd string. G minor, C major, 3, 5 and 5. F major, 8, 10 and 10. B flat major, 1, 3 and 3. E minor 7 flat 5, it's 7, 8 and 8. A major, it's 0, 2 and 2. And I like to play these chords with a simple picking pattern: thumb, index, ring, index. We do it twice. Now D minor, C over E, and F major. Then we do the same thing. And we finish with the D minor chord. This progression isn't just about learning new chords, it's about expression. How you can take a familiar key like D minor and turn it into something deeply personal, rich with color and emotion. So take your time with it. Focus on the voice leading, the feel of the finger picking pattern, and let the melody guide your phrasing. Whether you are playing in it slow and romantic or a bit more up-tempo and flowing, It's a gem of a progression that will always sound musical. If you enjoyed this style of lesson, or this style of teaching, check out my daily guitar quest. You can learn something new every single day. You can practice fingerstyle, strumming, technique, creativity, and musicality every day of the week from Monday to Friday. Every Monday we send you a new routine with a new chord progression, so you know what to practice every single week. Check it out in the description down below. I'm gonna leave you to practice this. Enjoy this amazing chord progression, and I'll see you next time.